one that stays up at night with your freaking voodoo doll of Stanberry's. I'm like just jabbing Stanberry's eyeballs because lately she's been saying her eyes hurt. And I'm like, that's the voodoo.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today, we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Dubai Season 2, Episode 3. And I just got to say, with Caroline and Stanberry, I like Brooks. I just feel like she want to say, well, the reason why we're going through this is because we're both stubborn. No. I feel like they hit it on the head. Like, Brooks is jealous of the relationship that she has with the other ladies. And Brooks thought that she can... Brooks wants to cause a divide. Period. That's just what it is. But y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, want it, securing the bag.
Let's start talking about Sergio and Caroline. Sergio, I feel like Sergio is really, what's the word? There's something there with Sergio. He depends. I feel like Sergio probably has some mommy issues or whatever. He depends on Caroline in a way that is just like, it seems unhealthy and it seems weird. Like, she's over here like shooing him away and this and the third, and like he's just so clingy and this and the third. But I also feel like with Caroline, like, girl, you married this man. You knew who this man was. So it just should be like, I just feel like they're not connected, and I just don't think it's gonna last. But there's a whole event that happens because you know, Caroline and Sergio finally gonna get their walking papers and get up out of the house.
Finally able to say goodbye to Caroline and Sergio. That having been said, bring it out. We love a cake in Dubai.
And so the guy, he's throwing a party because he's just like, yeah, them hoes get up out my house. I said, yes, meow. So we see in the beginning of the episode, Caroline, she meets with Talon and Lisa, and you know, it's really cute. They're over here having a good conversation. They talk about all types of things like voodoo, oodoo, voodoo. I'm just like, how did we get on voodoo? But to each his own.
Ayan called me and told me I called Caroline I mean, I don't remember calling her that.
So they're talking about Caroline and Stanberry's relationship, and I just feel like Caroline is... They're telling her like what she said. She called, you know, Stanberry, I'll see you next Tuesday. And she's like,
I don't remember that. Maybe I'm just drinking so much.
Like, girl. And don't get me wrong, there's people out there that drink and just don't remember. I'm not one of those people. Like, if I said it, and I'm going to tell you that I said it and I meant it, right? However, I just feel like with Brooks, the accountability part, she wants to be messy, but she never wants to own to her mess. Which is weird.
You used that word a lot. I didn't, and if I used it, then that means I was really mad. Yeah.
I don't recall hearing it. Do we have that on tape?
Like, girl, you want to be the messy bitch in the group, but when they come to you, say like, girl, did you do this?
I don't remember. Did I say that?
Yeah, you did. So I just find it very weird. So Lisa, she basically clocks the tea. She just tells Brooks like, look, you and Stanberry was like this, but now y'all over here on the outs. And I feel like, and she said in her confessional, she said, I feel like it's because me and Ayan are close to Stanberry, so now Brooks feels some type of way.
Has an issue with her being cool with us.
I don't care about how she is with you.
But the minute she found out that we're actually getting along, all of a sudden she's mad.
And at the end of the episode, she does confirm that that's what it was. Talon feels like Brooks is trying to be very much like overprotective, but she's like, if I'm over it, why the fuck are you still worried about it? And like I said, one, Brooks know that this is a show. Two, Brooks is just over here just being an asshole at times, and it's just being dramatic, and she's trying to have a storyline. So she, you know, it is what it is. I get what she's doing. So Talon, she basically like, look, you know, I got over it with Caroline. She was just joking. She didn't think it was that serious. So that's why and my whole thing is like, I do feel like Caroline Stanberry was trying to, you know, play in Talon's face and just like, you know, come out, you know, try to play her. And like, basically,
Say, girl, I saw your pussy.
And I do feel like Brooks clocked it right. However, if Talon's over it, why are you fighting a battle that somebody's already won? It's already over and done. and the heartache will live on inside. Like, girl, get over it. Brooks, she then tried to paint this correlation that Lisa is so bothered that Caroline and Ayan are friends, and I just know it is.
Rejector. Out of everyone in our friend group, Lisa is the most bothered. That Ayan and Stanberry have developed this unusual friendship. Like,
So I feel like Caroline Brooks is going to be the one that's going to egg that situation on, and we see how this goes. Obviously, we know that their friendship is fractured. And it's sad that, you know, Ayan and Lisa's friendship is going to be fractured, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Whole event that the guy threw for, you know, kicking Stanberry and Sergio out. So everybody shows up, everybody's having a good time, they're talking, and we are introduced to Seba. So Seba is Sara's business partner, like friend, confidant, all that, and she seems like she's gonna be a really cool type of chick. She seems very much statuesque. Like, she has when I see her and see how she moves, she seems like she has like this orb around her where she's observing and she's not really engaging too much. Like, I think that she made a face at Ayan when Ayan came in with the sparkly little costumes and shit. So it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to pan out. So all the girls sit down, you know, they're over here talking and just kikiing. And Stanberry's just like, oh my God, you know, I'm so happy that you guys came.
And you know, it's unfortunate that Brooks couldn't come.
And the girl's like, what you mean Brooks couldn't come? She was like, oh, I didn't tell you. She's like,
I just invited that bitch.
I said, ooh. So I'm happy that she actually called her and let her know, like, hey girl, I just don't think this is the time for us to have this combo and talk face to face. There's some things that you got to get through, and once that happens, we can sit down and talk. So all the girls are gagged, just like, girl, why did you not invite her? Oh my God, this is gonna cause a bigger problem. Ooh, all that.
But suddenly, out of nowhere, you guys are fighting. You know what I mean? Because she used to be with you all the time, and I feel like she kind of just dropped you.
Mind you, Brooks, back at the little lunch that she had earlier, she was like, yeah, you know, I want to get in a better place with Stanberry. So all the girls sitting down, they over here talking. Stanberry basically tells her, like, why would I invite her if she's calling me up? I'll see you next Tuesday. Like, what? Why would I? So all the girls like, did she call you that? Did she call you? Girl, obviously she did. Y'all told her that she said it. So, and then Ayan's like, oh, did she say that? Is it a female genitalia? I'm not doing it.
Girl.
So while the girls are over here kicking in, Lisa shows up and she just like, hey girls, how y'all doing? Did I miss anything? And then the girl's like, yeah girl, you missed da 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 da. So they fill her in on the fact that Brooks is not showing up, and Lisa's like, look, I had dinner with her and Tylene last night, and you know, I feel like it's a consensus that Brooks is the common denominator between all the drama within the group.
Pretty obvious with the group that she is the common denominator in a lot of the drama that goes on. I tried to get her to take some accountability.
Now, do I feel like she's the common denominator? It's up in the air because not that much drama that has happened as of yet. But I guess, like, if you talk about what's going on right now, I guess so.
Oh, that's like a swap.
Oh, perfect.
The dress looks good, Sergio.
Thank you.
I like those two wearing a dress.
Bitch. Next day, we see Lisa. She's over here out with her mother. Her mother is so pretty. And, you know, they're over here shopping in Dubai, right? And they're over here bargaining, right? She's like, oh, he said this is going to be 48. And she's like,
okay, well, you know, I live here, so let's do it for 10.
He's like, okay, let's do it. And then she was trying to get some incense, and he's like, okay, it's going to be 58. She said,
Look, I live here. Let's do it for 20.
He said, let's do it. So she knows, like, what she's doing. Shout out to her. But she talks to her mother about living in Dubai versus living in, I guess, Miami. And her mom just like, look, you say you're going to be here for 2 years. What's tea? And she just tells her, like, look, I'm going to be here for at least the next 5 years. And her mom starts crying.
When are you moving to Dubai? Lisa, when are you coming home?
She's just like, girl, you, like, the kids ain't getting any younger, blah, blah, blah. And she tells her, like, look, move over here. We take care of you. Her mom's like, look, I don't want to be a burden on you or your husband, your family. And I feel like there's two sides to this, right? I feel like being that Lisa and her husband are financially in abundance of
Money.
help me out. But she just like, she wants to support her mother, one, be around her mother, have her kids around her mother, and you know, leave that stress off her mom, right? So I feel like it is a blessing that Lisa is in a financial place that she could do that to support her mother. But on the other hand, her mom has a life as well, and that's something I'm learning as a grown-ass adult now. Like, I'm entering my, you know, financial freedom era, right? I'm entering my financial freedom era, and I want to help my parents out and help my mom out so much, and just do as much as I can for her, because she's not getting any younger. She's over here in her, you know, her early 50s. Shout out to my good sis Priscilla. But it's just like one of those things where it's just like, I want to do so much for my mom and help her out, but I have to realize that she has her own life. I want to spend more time with my mom. I want to call my mom all the time, but she has her own life, and I have to respect that, and I can't uproot her from what she has known for damn near her whole life, right? So I feel like Lisa has to realize that her mom might have a boyfriend that she don't know about. Her mom might have, you know, somebody that's over here scratching that itch that she need to scratch, right? Her mom has friends at her job that she probably loves working at her job.
If you were to move here, you say no without even, you could have my job and I can retire.
You know, so there's certain things that you don't want to just uproot her from something that she knows, right? And then she talks about her father, how her father abandoned her, and how her father had basically another family in Canada, this and the third. And like, it's similar to not necessarily my upbringing, but like my dad, you know, cheated on my mom, and then had a whole nother family, and then try to integrate me and my older sister with his new family. And the integration, I mean, I still love my brother down, my stepsister, love her as well, but it's just like, it's still, you're trying to build a family unit with fractured pieces.
I was a daddy's girl. My dad was like my hero. My mom found out that my dad had a whole other family in Canada.
Right. Or you're trying to build a family unit. When you're trying to build a family unit with puzzle pieces that aren't going to stick. So I understand that, and it kind of made me tear up a little bit, just because I'm like thinking about my own life, and you know, me not in a good space with my dad at the moment, and me constantly, you know, achieving a lot within corporate America and within my life, and like constantly growing and not really sharing that with him. It's just one of those things that I'm just like, it's unfortunate. But it is what it is at this point, you know. Like I said, I'm dating, you know, soon. Like, I would say in the next, 3 years, I'm probably going to have a ring on this finger.
I want my name dropped, meaning I want to be married. I'm not around with you.
But, like I always say never, but I am a firm believer that if you cross a boundary, I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. I don't have time for none of that, and I'm not going to be disrespected, but I can always swallow my pride and see where things go, right? But back to the episode. So, you know, we see Sara, she goes on a date, and the guy, he's really cute, he's bald, and I have a little soft spot for bald guys, don't get me wrong, I do. Bald guys with bald and beards, that's just a combo I personally like. However,
Like, there's got to be some question. Have you been to jail?
Open book. No, I haven't. I've never been caught.
When Sara got her G-Wagon, baby, Sara is a bad bitch. Sara looks so good. I said, oh my God. And shout out to Talene's husband, because Talene's husband, he fine too. But he's not like my type. Right? He's not my type. But when I look at him, like, he fine.
But he not my type.
When it comes to dating, I personally need someone to dominate my dominance, because if you can't, I'm gonna treat you like my associates at work. Like, I'm the boss, I make the plans, I tell you what to do, and you're gonna do what I tell you to do, because that's just what it was. That's what I said, right? And I command respect. So I don't want to date someone that I have to act like that to. I want someone that can make me just like chill, like slow down, vibe. If I have to turn on the boss mode, we don't need to be together. And if you can't dominate that, we don't need to be together. I'm sorry, at all. Sarah's over talking to him, and she's like, "Do you believe in aliens?" I said, "Sarah,
Go to hell."
Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah, I think I do, yeah.
girl, what are we talking about? Like, now, don't get me wrong,
Yes, I do believe in aliens. Yes, ma'am.
but it was there's questions I ask on dates. There's like 5 questions I always ask.
Do you have an ambitious life? Do you have a good relationship with your parents?
If not, why?
Eat ass. Do you have a savings account? Are you financially independent?
Those are just questions I just like to ask because I would like to know, because those are things that I do. But at the end of the episode, we see Caroline Stanberry and Caroline Brooks finally have their little sit down. And first of all, Caroline Brooks is late. And to be honest, I'm in the point of my life where when it comes to friendships, I don't tolerate disrespect. In the way of, if you're my best friend or you're a close friend of mine, if some shit happen, I understand, I get it. But if we're already on the rocks and you do some shit, that's strike number whatever it is, I don't have the time for it. I'm getting up because, bitch, I'm not about you know what time we supposed to meet up. I'm not on your time, and you're gonna respect my time. So either I would have left and she would have been sitting there stuck on fucking stupid, or I would have stayed and I would have told her, like, girl, you need to respect my time. Don't show up late and then want to kiss me and hug me. No, I'm giving you the Oprah, bitch, because what you thought this was. No, give me the same respect that I give you. But to each his own. So Stanberry basically tell her, like, look, at the end of the day, I feel like we have some stuff going on. Like, what's up? Because you called me to see you next Tuesday. Like, what's the tea? So Brooks is like, look, I don't remember calling you to see you next Tuesday. And then that's where I would told Bravo, take the mic off. Take the mic off because she's playing games. She playing games. I don't got time. You said what the fuck you said, stand on it. That's the thing about Brooks. Like, girl, don't act like you didn't say it. You said it.
Was just let it go, Caroline.
Charlene's moved on. Why on earth am I explaining this to Brooks? But clearly it's not just the joke.
But then it gets down to the root of Brooks is like, look, I defended you and I was loyal with you when you was over here going at it with Ayan, but now you all cool? Like, I just think that's weird.
I stopped my friendship with Ayan and Lisa. Then Stanberry turns around and becomes besties with Ayan. What is this?
And I'm happy that she actually was honest in that moment to say that's what it was. You're jealous, basically, of Stanberry's newfound friendship with Lisa and Ayan. So now what you're going to do, my prediction, is you're going to sabotage the relationship. You can't get through Ayan, but you found a crack with Lisa. So you're going to make a crack between Stanberry and not Lisa, and Ayan and Lisa. But we'll see what happens with Brooks' messy ass. But y'all, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black Butte. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop a dollar, break your head here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around cause I excite you. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my flow? The Sara all I really ask me for. Now I got to go.